What is up, people? Van from the Vaniverse Gaming Channel here with another video on Conan Exiles. Today's video, we're going to cover the third DLC for Conan Exiles. This DLC came out in October of 2018. This is the Picked DLC. So the name of the pack is the Savage Frontier. This is the first DLC that came out that actually had pet skins. Pets were just put in right before this came out. So let's go over this and kind of cover what it looks like. By the outside of the design, I would say that this is a pretty cool looking. I mean, it is wood, but I like the style, this whole scale looking style. Here's what your front gate's going to look like, and then this is going to be your gate frame. And then down below here, you can see that this is what your foundation looks like, and then here's your foundation wall that you can put on to make it look very similar to the other walls. So the one good thing is I feel like this is very, it's very symmetric, I guess, is the best word to use, that everything kind of lines up and looks pretty good. You get these little weird spike looking things on the side. So here you go. So we'll come around the right hand side. This is going to be your fence, your reinforced fence that has the spikes. They work great. And then these are going to be your crenulated. So you can't even tell that there's spikes on here because they're so small, but boom, they still do the damage that you want them to do. Now, because this DLC came out with pets, you don't have any placeables in this DLC. Zero, zip, zilch, none. So if you're looking for a DLC that you can place stuff on the ground and decorate the inside, this ain't it. But if you look on the back sides of the walls, you can see the different design they put in on, like, here's the basic wall, and then here's your wall frame with the window in it. They did a good job, I feel, on a lot of the basic building pieces. Now, if you look at the foundations, the sides look really cool, but the tops are pretty plain Jane. And then if you look at the actual stairs, this is your basic set of stairs, just a wood set. Obviously, it's picked, so I'm not sure they're building these gigantic castles made out of marble. And then here's your corner steps. And then here's your steps with railings. Again, this is another one where they did a good job with the railings, where it looks like it's uniform and they match. So kudos to them on that. So since there's not a lot of placeables in this, this is kind of what the ramps look like. Here's your basic ramp, just some more wood planks. But this is what's really cool. Here are your roof pieces. They look like they have these giant spikes. These are really, really, really cool looking. So here's your awning pieces, which again, these are picks, so you're not going to get anything super special, but they did a good job with the roof. I love the roof of this. So there you go. So I know you guys saw those pets over there. We'll get there in a second, but we're going to go inside and cover a couple other things. So here's the door. If we click on it and we shut it, you can see the handles down below there. There's one handle. The door design's pretty interesting. I like the whole diamond shaped, I guess. It's pretty cool looking. And then we'll get into the hatch. So here's the bottom of the ceiling piece. It's really cool looking. And then here's the bottom of your hatch. It's one of the, cooler looking hatch designs, in my opinion. I like that whole look. But the wood does kind of take away from it. Now in this DLC, they go to more of a circular pillar instead of a square. They try and stick to it, but to me it looks like it has feathers, so I'm not a huge fan of the pillars. But you look up into the roof pieces, you can see the design they did there. So that's pretty cool. So let's go out and climb up on the roof and show you that. I love the spiked roof. It's one of my favorite roofs. I just love it. They just look so... I just don't want to climb on them. They just look so terrifying to climb up. So here you go. The roof pieces have this nifty little ridge on the top. Same things. You got the roof caps. You got the end caps. You got the T shape, the X shape, and the L shape. But that's what they kind of look like. And then your little cover here just looks like a basic wood cover. So if I were to say, I like the walls. I'm not a huge fan of the frame pieces. I think the doors in this set are good. The railinged stairs are pretty good. But yeah, so the ceiling or the roof is my favorite. So I guess we'll cover the pets now, and then we'll do the armor and the war paint and the weapons after. So this is the first one that came out with pet skins. So basically very similar to the Treasures of Turan. is you will make a fodder for the particular type, and you make the fodder, I believe, in your Iron Bowl Cauldron. And then with that fodder plus the pet in your inventory, if you come over here, you should be able to scroll down. These are like an orangish color. So these are a purplish color. So you can see that right here we have the picked panther, the shaleback. So it's going to take the totemic fodder and then the animal once you've put it in your animal pen. Once he's in your inventory, if you have the fodder and the animal, then you can make these designs. So there are 3 shoe build designs here. You can see that this one right here they're just regular shoe builds. There's no grader or anything like that. They just come in different styles. But once you put the skin on them, they all are going to look the same. Same with the pet. Here's your basic bear, and then here's your greater bear. So unlike the Treasures of Tehran, your greater bear is actually a greater bear. He has 8,000 health, and this guy only has 3,000, and they both have the same kind of outfit. And then here's your wolf and your greater wolf, how they look. Your panther and your greater panther. Not much change there. So the skins look the same, just like in the Treasures of Tehran DLC, but you still get a greater versus a regular. And then here's all the different shaleback options you can get right here. So those are the only pets that you can get skins for in this DLC. So that's another thing that they have done is you have to buy multiple DLCs in order to get a skin for all the different pet types. So there you go. So now let's head in. We'll check out the armor and the weapons, give you kind of my feedback on the looks of those. Again, this is Pictish, so you understand. All right. So we'll put them all on our inventory here. All right. So let's do the bow first. Here's your bow, basic wood bow with a little bit of a handle, nothing special. Then we'll do the actually, let's do this. So we'll do the mason shield. So if you want that whole tribal look, this will get you the tribal look. Maybe if you're a big Dafari person, this will be right up your alley. All right, you got your daggers. Your two-handed. Now the two-handed's pretty cool looking. I really like that two-handed sword. That's a cool looking two-hander. So far I don't like anything but the two-hander. So there's your pike. And your regular sword. Got some teeth on it. And then your war axe. So the war axe is pretty cool looking too. And then let's put on the hammer, see what the hammer looks like. And then here's your hammer. So if you like this style, it's right up your alley. I don't like the style. I think it's, it's got the whole, I don't know. Not my fan. I'm not a fan of it, but other people might be. I really do like the two-handed sword though. Two-handed sword looks cool. All right. So now let's check out the different armor pieces. So first is going to be the Brave. So this is going to be your medium armor set. I kind of like this whole, got the wolf head on, got the bones. That's not bad. And especially if you could dye it up. Looks pretty good. All right. And this set is going to gives you heat protection. And it gives you bonus survival. So there you go. Waste of putting 5 points on to have survival. Why? I mean, I guess you're Pictish set, so survival's important, but yeah. All right, so let's do the War Chief. War Chief is going to be your heavy. So you got some bear pelts on maybe, flapping in the wind. That's your heavy set. All right. So heavy, and it's going to give you bonus strength. So you get 5 extra strength for a heavy set of gear. And then let's move on to last but not least, your wizard set. So this is going to be your light armor. So if you're going to walk around blind, this is the set for you. Okay. All right. And then this is going to give you bonus accuracy. So light armor with bonus accuracy. I guess if you're going a bow build, this would be a nice set to have. Having light armor and the bonus accuracy, you got to be pretty mobile with a bow build. So I think that's a good. That's not a terrible. It's not a terrible set of bonus stats to put on a light set of armor. So there you go. All right. So we'll leave our pants on. Let's do the war paint. And first one's crocodile. All right, so you got like some, I guess they're supposed to be claws, but they look like feathers. There you go, that's the croc. All right, slough that off. All right, the otter. That's not terrible. All right. Then you got the turtle. Not really a fan of that one. And then you have the snake. I wish they looked like what they were. There you go. And then last but not least, you have the raven. Oh, so that one's pretty cool looking. Okay. So there are the war paints. All right. And this last chest just kind of shows you. So these are all the pets that you can create. So here's your totemic fodder. And then you have the 3 different shoe build options. You got a wolf, a greater wolf, panther, greater bear, bear, and then your 4 shaleback. So you can just pick whatever one you have. Once you have it in your inventory, you come over here, you find the one that you have. I got a greater bear, I think. Greater bear. And you just hit craft. And voila, you got the greater bear in your inventory now with the correct skin on. So that's it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Love to hear your comments on what you feel about this DLC. Would you pay the $10 for this one? Personally, I don't think there's enough in here besides the building pieces that I would buy this. That's just my opinion. I don't like the pet skins. This is just not one that I would probably drop $10 on. So hope you guys enjoyed. This is Van from the Vaniverse Gaming Channel. Thanks for watching. Cheers and peace out.